Hello, welcome. Oops, I almost ended the stream on accident. I'm so glad it asked to double check. I went to go back to comments. Hi JC. JC has appeared. Hello. Welcome. I had to push the stream back 30 minutes so I could eat because I slept in, and then I very quickly wanted to film the ending to the book club read because I read that way quicker than I assumed. But now I have to refilm it. My mic died. Not in the middle of the video, but like for the recording, but like middle end. So yeah. Not cool. That will be a later new problem. But we're here. We're present. We're 4 sprints. I was going to do homework, but my teacher has not sent me information I need to do homework, which was just reading a chapter. So I had to text her again and was like, I still haven't received your email. So see when I get it. Because I'm not going to class on Wednesday because we're doing birthday celebration, and that had already been the plan. And I'm not changing. Let's see. That's funny. I'm about to go eat my dinner. I dozed off. I just woke up a little bit ago after leaving. Oh, the house today? Yeah, leaving the house. I'm gonna be doing a lot of peopling-ish. Peopling-ish. Nice. 2 days. Because tomorrow my husband's taking me out. And then Wednesday I'm going out with both guys to the movies. And then the mall. Well, we're going to the mall first, actually, and then the movies. And then I go to the chocolate shop there. Candy shop. So, we'll be peopling. The only downside to celebrating my birthday 2 days in a row is that I am going to have to go to the store by myself on Thursday. Which is fine in theory. I just tend to hate asking for help, and if something is too high for me to reach, I just ignore it and then not get it. Which is a personal problem. I'm aware of this. Is it changing? Absolutely not. Don't want to ask the workers for help. But because of that, we will be just doing regular sprints. I'll be writing in the book today because we only have like a week and a half, right? What's the calendar? Where's the calendar? Yeah. No, like 2 solid weeks because of how the month is set up. 2 weeks. And then I have to stop writing and go back to book 1 and figure stuff out. Oh yeah, happy birthday. Thank you for the early birthday. It is tomorrow. So I don't think it's tomorrow yet for you. Is it? No. I'll probably still text you tomorrow when my alert goes off on my phone. But yes, early birthday wishes. Under that. Nope. Yeah, nope. Early birthday wishes are good. I will say though now that I'm gonna tell my husband he's not first. Because you wished me happy birthday first. So I'm going to tell him he's not first this year. Because we definitely have that. He gets that now from me, though, because when I started working overnights, it was a badge of honor that I could text family at 1 in the morning, happy birthday, before anybody woke up, because I was awake at work. Oh, oops, no, it's fine. It's fun. That can just be between us. No, I'm totally telling him. I'm totally telling him. I've never wanted to hurt him. Oh, no, it's not going to be his ego. He's just going to be like, you're good. No, you're fine. He does not have, he's not like he doesn't have like fragile masculinity problems. If anything, he is like the opposite of what you would assume a classic masculine is. So he's fine. He'll just think it's funny, honestly. Especially if I tell him he's not first and not tell him who it is, and he's just going to assume that like my sister texted me, or Bubble texted me first, or my parents. He's going to assume that before, or our friend told me before I go to bed. Like, he's going to assume that before I say it was you. Okay, yeah, no. No, my husband is like a sweet cinnamon roll person. He's fine. He's not going to get like man hurt. Which is part of the reasons I fell in love with him. Because he's not like other guys. I pull my nose and I feel it in my chest. Hold on. Okay, back. And let's bring this up, and I think we're gonna just chill by the window too. Wait, not the tightening. Do some gentle keyboard sounds. Okay. Oh, go with that one. So besides eating, what's the plans for you, JC? Are you gonna read? Are you gonna take more nappies? I am kind of glad, though, that my teacher has not given me what I need to do my homework, because I have been thinking about my book. Not all weekend, but sporadically in the weekend. And I'm kind of excited to write this next scene. So I'm kind of glad that I get to write and I don't have to worry about doing schoolwork. Because it's not my fault if I can't access the things I need to access. I have proof that I have been texting her that I don't have what I need. So I'm good. But it's not my fault. I can't do my homework. Not sure. Probably read, actually. But first, going to heat up dinner. Ooh, what's for dinner? I meant to ask that earlier, and then I forgot. Oh, I just watched Laura's video that just came out on words, on her beta reading. It was really interesting how she did that, because I've seen a couple people now do videos where they like go over beta reader feedback. I feel like she was the most detailed. It was kind of nice. It gave me good ideas. Even though I have a new plan for book 1 after this month, and have Bungle just read it, not edit it, just read it. Gives me good ideas for the next time I have people read it, because I just need someone to tell me how to read it, which is why I asked Bungle to just read it after I do a quick. I'm gonna pay for Grammarly hopefully with this next check, and run it through and then give it to them. For dinner, leftover barbecue chicken, mashed potatoes, and mixed vegetables. That sounds really good, even though I just ate some quesadillas. I just had food, but that sounds good. I think I just would want to smell it, because I don't think I would have room to eat it, but it just sounds good. I haven't watched it yet, but I do know that she goes over feedback as it's coming in, and I can't do that. That would make me nuts, but it makes her nuts not to. So yeah. I sometimes, so when like Bungle's editing and reading through Hunger's Desires chapters, at first I was like watching while they edited almost, because I can't not respond for some reason, even though I didn't respond and was like letting them edit. Unlike weirdly emails I can leave, but other things like text messages or DMs or like those kind of messages, like chatty messages, I feel weird not responding. Like if a message comes in, I have to read it and respond to it. It takes like mental energy to be like, it's fine, I don't need to respond in a second. Like I have to stop myself. And I have learned to do that since Bungle has been editing Hunger's Desire, where I'm like, unless I get a message saying that he left, or they left, excuse me, like a comment instead of like just a edit thing, then I'll go look at it. Sorry. But if it's just like edit things, like add a comment here or whatever, then I don't need to go look at it until they tell me they're done. I can't. Let's see. I can show you this one. And that's right. That's probably healthier, honestly, than what me and Laura did. Probably healthy, in all honesty. I can't help myself. It's weird. But for some reason, text messages are different. I mean, not text messages. Emails are different. I can let emails pile up and not give a shit. But other things, no. No. All right. Well, let's let's start a sprint. Oh, I don't have the timer up. I just realized. Timer. Let's do 25 minutes. First sprint. And 1, 2, 3. Go. All right. I'm all done with that. I had to get a snack because I'm feeling tired. I shouldn't be tired because I slept just fine. I probably have because I overslept and then underslept this weekend. Bad combination. But because I'm tired, I feel the need to like eat. I'm not hungry, but I feel the need to eat. So I have snacks. Even though I have tea, iced tea, there's caffeine in it. I shouldn't be tired, but whatever. My body is weird. Alright, well, I didn't get a lot of work done because I got not confused. Got distracted by the food stuff, and then I have family texting me about things. So, distractions about, for sure. Also, my skin is incredibly itchy and absolutely hate it. Hi, Laura. We just finished a sprint. I just watched your video. I loved how you went over your feedback. There you go. Word. It was informative for me too. for future uses. My bed is made and I've cleaned up some files. Yay! Cleanups. I have endless piles of laundry that I need to put away. That just never gets put. I put laundry away once a month. Is the trend I have noticed. I hate putting clothes away, and then about once a month I get mad with a basket full of clothes and I put everything away. It's very bad. Very bad habit. I should not have, but apparently I do. Yay. I've watched people talk about beta feedback where they like say what they gave people and then also like vaguely going through questions, but I feel like how you broke it down where you like went through your questions and then what people were saying and then what you had already seen reading it over while they were reading it over was a very nice way to like put things together. It's very nice, very nice. I worked on clearing my desk as well. My desk is small, so it's very minimal. I don't have a lot of that. Though the shelves, the like plastic shelves that I have with things over here, that is an organized mess over there. It still has a lot of work. It still has a lot of work to go for the desk. That's fair. Oh, good. I was worried the video was too rambling. No. But I also like long videos because I like when people detail talk. And I also have rambling long videos, so you're good. At least to me. Again, I like long videos. Other people may say otherwise. Roy is sneezing all over my bed right now. Oh no, Roy, you're making the bed dirty. No, the bed's all clean now. No. Like 2 whole sneezes. I do feel bad that you would have to put your story under a pen name, words, a pen name to keep it secret. But at the same time, I say that as my erotica name is not something I'm sharing with most of my family, like my extended family. My parents know about it. They just don't want to read anything. And then I have one uncle who is my favorite, and he's always so open. I told him about it, and I was like, I don't think you'll like it. And he's like, no, give me the username for your Instagram. So, but besides that, like, nobody knows. Nobody knows. Versus this pen name, like Dolores, there's some family that have like sneaked into my Instagram. So, and now he's ruining my bed by trying to dive under the blankets and toss balls. No, Roy! The bed was so pretty. That makes sense. Makes sense. Yeah. But we have issues with other things that happens with his life for reasons that I want to put on the internet. But I love him. He's my favorite. I feel like in the end, I can always rely on him. He used to be on my speed dial when I was like early 20s in college. Because he was a police officer, or actually he was a detective. And I never thought, like, I was like, oh, it would be fine, nothing would ever happen, blah, blah, blah. Like, I'd never have to use it, but I still put it on speed dial, and like, it made my mom happy. And then there was one time where, for some reason, I happened to hit the button like multiple times on accident, and it was like middle of the night, and so I called him, and then he called me back, and I could tell I woke him up, like he was froggy, and he was like half English, half Spanish, asking me if I was okay. And like, even though he was groggy, I could hear like detective voice in there, like ready to like call in the like favors and like please come find me or something. Like if something was wrong, because it's the middle of the night, and I called and hung up, and I called and hung up because I was calling him. And I'm like, no, it's fine, dude. Like, I'm fine. I felt so bad, but it reassured me because I'm like, oh, he'd be there always. It's nice. Let's see. He's comfortable in chaos. I feel like most puppies are. Oh, that's nice. Even though it was my house, yeah. Yeah. He's now been out of the force for a while, but you can tell that he still has a lot of those initial like reflexes still from being a police officer. So I definitely think JC's eating. She did say that she might not be back in time. So are you going to be working on Prism Strings tonight or something new? Or are you going to be reading? I'm just curious. I'm not sure what I'm doing. Fair. JC said the same thing. They're like, I don't know. I was originally going to do homework today while we sprinted. Excuse me. But my teacher hasn't sent me what I need to access the stuff I have to access for homework. So no homework for me. But that's not my fault. She had all weekend to give it to me. I waited just in case. I texted her last night. as I was leaving work, and I'm like, I never got the message or the email. So, and then I emailed, and then she answered me. She texted me back today, and I was like, I'll send it to you. And it got like 4, and I'm like, I still haven't received a text message, so text you again. So we'll see. It is not my fault I can't do homework if I can't access the thingy for my work. I should be working on my Vampire Hunter short story for the anthology. The Author Tube anthology. No, those are 2 different things. Due February 25th, or my Bethlehem story due in March. Okay, I thought so. I was like, that's kind of early, but yeah, no, that makes sense. But I could also work on Project Eros or Christmas Springs or the Heartbreaker Scammer. Oh, that reminds me, I need to read the story that you sent me. I've been so hyper-focused on trying to finish Project Blasphemy 2, which is most likely not going to happen. I'm not going to finish it in the next 2 weeks. I don't think I have the mental capacity to hyper-focus for that right now. I think I'm in a non-hyper-focus point in my life right now. I'm still drained after hyper-focusing so long on Minecraft for a while. But that does remind me that I need to read your thing that you sent me, just for funsies. But I need to read something for Bungle. Bungle gave me some pages to read that I have to read for them too. So, oops. What did I send you? My brain is mush. I think it was a mafia thingy. Hold on. Oh, have I not opened it yet? I haven't opened it yet. So it's not in my document. Let me check my email and make sure that is what it was. Oh wait, no, it was in Instagram, not my emails. Yeah, mafia romance thingy. That's what you sent me. That I have not read yet. I found this on the Instagrammies. JC's back from eating. Yay! All the highs. Yeah, I did, when you guys talked about it, it was really interesting. And I still want to read it. I just, so much brain capacity. But I like your scammer story so far. But my recommendation is to work on probably what's due soonest. I want to say work on what your heart wants to work on, but in reality, you do have a deadline that's next week that you should probably do to be responsible. Oh my God, why am I coughing? I hate it so much. But yes, this year I wanted to work on getting into anthologies, putting poems in anthologies, but with publishing this book and being in school, no. I'm so glad that I took that out of my goals for the year. Nope, I do not have the space mentally for that. Also, just time-wise. But maybe next year. Because next year I should be starting a new job. So, and I'll hopefully be working from home. And I'll have more space because hopefully I'll be much better situated. Hopefully. We'll see. We'll see what happens. See what happens. Because if I don't publish book 1 of Project Blasphemy at the end of this year, I'm going to do it next year. So we'll see. I'm on chapter 2 of Project Arrows, draft 2 of Prism Springs. It's only draft 2? Wow. 17.5K in draft 1 of Heartbreaker Scammer, and brainstorming for both anthology pieces. Wow. You're so cool, Laura. The fact that your brain can do that, I cannot. I have a hard enough time just doing the serialized story and the books at the same time. I don't think I could do this many things, at least not right now. Maybe in the future, because if I do traditionally publish, I'm going to have to learn how to balance trad pub books and my own books. So, balance will need to be had at some point. Right now, I'm just managing 2 things. Just. I mean, just. But Laura, I do plan, hopefully with this next check I'm going to get, to pay for Grammarly. And I'm going to run through book 1 on Grammarly and hope that fixes a lot of things that I can't see or fix myself. And then I'm going to resend you the document. And you can just read it if you want. So, because I'm also sending it to Bungle. I asked them if they could just read it. But if you can't, that's fine. I'm still going to resend it to you. That way you have a fresher document. And then from there, I'm going to actually edit for a third try while Bungle is reading it. Or maybe after. I don't know. I haven't decided. But I want to try and fix more of the grammar mistakes that I hate, that you now have confirmed that I have problems with, the grammar and the tense, and Bungle has been telling me, because I hate that I can't see them and I can't fix them on my own. And then I give work to people and people feel the need to fix my problem because I'm not going to be able to fix it on my own because I also can't see the problem. So I'm hoping Grammarly will help me and I can give a better polished document in that sense to get feedback. So I can do a real next edit is my issue because I feel stuck. Let's see. I'm tired and it's only 7:30. I get you. I feel tired even though I slept. But I think my issue is, because this happened last Monday too, where I was getting tired in the middle of stream. I think my issue is the fact that I don't sleep well on the weekends because I work and I have to wake up in the morning. So then I oversleep Monday. And because I sleep too much, I'm tired from the too much sleeping. So, because I'm actually glad that I have streams on Monday because it forces me to do work. Because there have been times where I'm just sitting at this computer and doing nothing because I can't focus because I'm too tired. But the sprinting, the streams, I should say, help. It helps. Well, you said you've been cleaning. That's tired. Yeah, that too. You actually did shit. I have not. Since I woke up at noon. Or like 12:30. I've done nothing. Besides struggle to make food. And then struggle to shower. And struggle to sit here and do something. Which I did not. Besides. Order movie tickets for Wednesday. Awesome, sounds good. Yay! I might fall asleep to an audiobook again tonight. Yay! I love that idea, and I'm also so terrified of it because I'm like, what if I fall asleep and I don't remember where I left off? Even with the timers, there have been times where I do that and I'm still not asleep. So I reset the timer for another like whatever amount of time I have it on. But then I don't want to have it too long because I'm afraid of falling asleep and it stopping way later after I've fallen asleep. Ugh, it's hard. I think that's my like paranoia. I have 8 books checked out on Libby right now. Oh, 8! I don't feel so bad. I have 3 classics that I need to read that I have not read. Though I did devour the Proposal. I finished it on the 15th at work when I shouldn't have been listening to it. I may have been straight-faced listening to some spot sitting at that desk. Doing paperwork. I may have been sitting at the front desk of the hospital listening to stuff I shouldn't have been listening to at work because I just couldn't stop. I couldn't stop. It was so good. It was so good. I fell asleep to the audio books of books I didn't think about that. Oh, I should do that. You've given me an idea. I should do that on days where I'm sleeping by myself and I have a hard time sleeping. New ones I listen to during the day. That's fair. I'm stealing that from you, Laura. That is so much better than just watching videos because I can't fall asleep. And then losing my, oh gosh, I was going to say the word in Spanish. Tiredness because I'm watching videos. But if I listen to a book I've already listened to, I like that idea. I have The Nightmare Before Christmas to fall asleep to, and then My Throat, An Open Grave, A Taste of Golden Iron, The Year of the Witching, Dark Air, Truth Witch, and Bookworms. And Anno Dracula? Wait, A Taste of Golden Iron, was that the one we were talking about on Friday? Did you finish the book? Did you like it? Is that the, hold on, I'm going to look at that. Taste of, yes, it is the book that we were talking about. What? Do you like it? It can be on my list of next things to read. I need to finish reading this indie audiobook that I started and then stopped. Because I did like it. Oops. I haven't finished it yet, but we were talking about it, I think. But we were talking about it. I do like it. Yeah, that's good. I'm glad. Yes, I remember us talking about it. Because then I suggested the proposal to you. Yeah. Satirical? Nope. Circular? Nope. But yes. Revolving conversation. There you go. That's a little better. I'm still on page 74 though. Been distracted with their. That's fair. That is definitely fair. It's tough with everything happening. Oh my god, why do I have this like random pressure? I hate it. It's hard with everything happening right now. I feel like I see the TikToks, and I think I saw it once on Instagram, where someone posts a video being like in like conversation with other people, but it's like themselves doing a skit where they're like, oh, I'm so tired and overwhelmed, and someone's like, oh, we should take a break from social media, and the other person's like, it's kind of hard. I don't have the one person actually said privilege, but like the liberty to just not stay informed, like needing to know what's happening for my own safety or for like their own safety. And I was like, I feel that because like I'm not on social media looking at stuff. I probably would just have had the news on constantly, because better for me to know what's happening than for it to sneak up on you. But then it is draining on top of everything else, with whatever else you're dealing with personally as a real person. Ugh. The world is extra picky. I'm doing better tonight with a cleaner room though. That's good. I'm glad that something like that is able to help you. I don't think it matters if something is clean or not. I think what matters is if things are organized, because I do not mind if a place is messy as long as I know where everything is. Like when I had an office before in the other apartment, or like half of that second room was my office and the other half was storage. My part of that room could definitely be defined as messy or like a mess, but I knew where everything was in that room, like where papers were and stuff, and I was fine. But if things are actually chaotic, no. Nope. The world is a dumpster fire. Yeah. Yes, it is. And there's messy organization. Like, it's messy, but the mess is organized. Yeah. That is the definition of my life. I can see more of my floor, and the wall of stuff on my desk is partially deconstructed. Yay! Excuse me. Yeah, if you were to look at my apartment, you would be like, oh, it's really clean. And I'm like, yeah, that's because my husband cleans every week. The week that he was gone and I was by myself, I did everything like 4 hours before his plane was going, or before I had to leave to go pick him up from the plane. Because I was just like, meh. I was like, it's fine. Or I would intend to do it and then forget that I intended to do it because I would then start something else. One of those two options. Or the options fed into each other. Like, I was like, I should do the dishes, but I need to do this other thing first. And then while doing the other thing, I forgot about originally needing to do the dishes. Yeah. So I perfectly well know that if I lived by myself, my apartment would probably look like a hot mess. I would probably be fine with it. I would probably know where everything's at, but it would probably be a hot mess. It would probably drive my mom insane. She'd probably come and clean it because she couldn't handle it, even though she didn't live in it. It'd probably drive my sister crazy too, because she's actually become a very cleaning person. She's become very much like my mom. And I'm just like, nah, it's fine. I know it's in this pile. I know it's in that pile. That is the clean pile. It's a dirty pile. This is the important paper pile. These are book piles. These are books that have not yet been cataloged pile. Like, I'd be fine. I know everything's fine. At one point, I even had like a pile in the office. It was a small pile because I didn't have that much space, but I had like a pile of like stuffed animals like this, where I'm like, these are office stuffed animals. These are stuffed animals I've brought in here for a reason that I need to move. And then in our bedroom, I had the stuffed animals I held and played with because they felt nice. And then I had stuffed animals that were just to look at because I didn't like to touch them. So, yeah. Problems. Let's see. I would dust my apartment like twice a year when my parents came. That would be me. That would have been me. Like if I lived far enough away and like it was a big event for my parents to come. Yep. My sister actually kept because she lived by herself before moving in with her husband now when they were dating. Her apartment was good, clean, even with pets. Like she had bunnies for a little bit and then cats after that. Her apartment was very clean. Very clean. I always thought she would be chaotic because she didn't do a lot of things either, like when we were growing up, but she definitely, it was a phase for her. For me, this is just how I function. Oh, that's one thing my OCD brain cannot take is dishes overnight in the sink. Oh yeah, those dishes stayed there for a week. Because I'm like, it's just me. It's by myself. It's not enough dishes to do. It's fine. I have this other important thing I need to do. Let's do that. Or again, I do vividly remember there was one time where I'm like, I'm going to do the dishes. But I do need to do this one thing first. So I'm going to do the thing first and then come back and do the dishes. And then I never went back to do the dishes. Yep. It took me like 2 years later to tell my husband that. I was like, do you know that I did the dishes and the cleaning like hours before you got home? I cleaned just for you to come home. Let's see. And the thing about being here is that my mother leaves dishes overnight and I'm not allowed to wash her own dishes. So I have to leave them in. Oh, that's hard. That's hard. I'm sorry. My parents would help me deep clean my apartment. It got transformed every visit. It was awesome. That reminds me of like when I was little and we hated cleaning our room. Me and my sister, we shared a room. And every so often we would cry enough about it. Like if we were being tortured by cleaning our room, and my nana would come over and just do it for us. But we pretty much got out of cleaning our room because she'd come and save us, and yeah. When we got older, we were going to allowed to do that though. We were like, we needed to clean our room. And then after a while, my parents stopped caring, and we got too old. When I tried to wash my dishes, it literally caused a massive argument where she went off rambling and threatened to call. Oh my God. That's ridiculous. That's utterly ridiculous. Like if you're trying to be helpful. Yeah. I'm sorry, Jason. That's poopy. Super poopies. Well, we've talked a lot. My brain like spasmed for a second. I had no idea what I was trying to say. Let's do another sprint. That's what I'm trying to go. Fungal cleaning. It's not spring yet. All right. Let's do 25 minutes. You came in just in time for a sprint. All right. 25 minutes. And 1, 2, 3, go. Why can't I be vampire relative servants to do housework? Right. That'd be great. That'd be the life, Laura. That'd be the life. All right. All done with that one. How did everybody do? That was not a productive sprint for me. I was thoroughly distracted. That's where I could not concentrate. Bungle had their dog up. JC commenting on Laura's comment about liking someone to do the housework. Bungle also saying that would be amazing. I've been watching Discovery of Witches on Netflix, and I swear it's like a better Twilight, with vampire witch love. I have heard many a good thing about the book and the TV series. Something just doesn't call me to it. And then Laura saying the service could draw heated bloodbaths. JC, oh no, what's her? I don't know. I was so excited to write, and now I'm just what? I don't know. I'm kind of also thinking now about tomorrow, because my husband is surprising me with where we're going, and I want to know, but I'm trying to be a good girl and not pull it out of him, because I've done that in the past. I thought he was going to tell me this morning, and he did not. And the only thing was that he told me the street, because he wasn't sure distance, being that he did not grow up in Tucson, and we're going into Tucson for my birthday, so I can gauge the distance better. My brain is just like, I think some of it's that, some of it's I'm tired because I overslept today, which means I'm tired for stupid reasons. But I also do want to write too. I don't know. Apparently I'm just broken today. I'm just broken. It is a big day tomorrow. Yeah. He can't tell you. He doesn't want to tell me. He likes doing surprises. The problem is I'm complicated with surprises. So I kind of like surprises if they're an actual surprise and they're not like something huge. So as long as I don't know it's coming, I'll be excited. Like if someone surprises me with like a drink or food, something like that. I remember if it was last year or the year before that, my sister surprised me with a trip to Phoenix. My initial response was not of joy. That's one of those things where it's like they were really good at keeping it a surprise, like how I like it, but it was such a big thing, it was overwhelming. But if I know a surprise is coming, I must know what it is. I have unfortunately ruined a surprise that my husband has tried to do because he tells me about it, and I bug him so much that then he tells me, because I won't stop bugging him. So I try to be a good girl and just sit here and be surprised like I'm supposed to. But I want to go on Google and look up the crossroads and find out what restaurants buy it so that I can guess where it's taking me. I have problems. Laura, I downloaded the Kindle software to my computer and am now downloading all my ebooks from Amazon. Oh, before Amazon takes away The ability. Oh, I did hear about that. That's all over Book Talk. I don't know. I have my Kobo's not here. I have a Kobo where I think you can download and upload physically on it. And then I have my phone. And that's it. Even though I kind of would like the Kindle color for manga and comics. But I don't have a Kindle. But I do feel bad for everybody. Because it definitely feels like there's a panic within the waves. It's supposed to be, I know it's supposed to be a surprise, JC. But my brain is just like, I must know. I must know. I must know. I must know. Uh-oh, what street is it on? It is on Campbell and Glen. Because he had told me just North Campbell, and I'm like, that's not enough for me to know, like, is it, like, where it's at on the street for me to tell you how long it's going to be. So then he had to look up the nearest crossroad. And he said it was Glen. So I know where you're going. You're going to. You totally have no idea. You're just guessing. But you know what's there. So you're better at guessing than what I can guess. Because I don't know what's there. I know I've passed it. I've passed that area. But I can't think of anything. Except knowing that there's a Starbucks in that area, which is not where we're going, because we're going for dinner. So, no, we're not going to Starbucks. I just know that there's Starbucks somewhere there. Let's see. I used to live on Campbell and Prince, so I have a pretty good idea where you're going. That's not helpful. Then you tell me, what do you guess? Let's see. Okay, the article I read said that Amazon is taking away the feature allowing you to download an ebook to your computer and copy them manually. Yeah, so you won't be able to move your ebook to a different device. So, like, if you wanted to download your ebook and put it on a tablet, or your computer, you can't do that after this change, which I think is dumb. Like, what's the point in it? Amazon knows that they make more money in ebook sales than they do physically. What's going to happen is that there are going to be people who just buy physical books now. Because if it's not theirs to own, why buy the ebook? I can see that being something that happens. Which means then people will buy less books. And Amazon will lose money, most likely. That's my prediction. KU won't get hurt by it, but other, like, single issue books will be pained by this. It's okay. You can bug me about it until it's time for you to go. Instead of your house. Is that why you did that? And then I can be the one to not tell you. No, that's not helpful. It's not helpful. Oh. When I went up to Phoenix for that big surprise thing for my sister, or with my sister, that was for my birthday, I ended up ruining one of her surprises because I looked up something on accident and found out we were going to something I'd been that we had went to the Van Gogh Visual Museum in Phoenix. And because I had been talking about how much I wanted to see it and been posting about it because it was supposed to come to Tucson. And I had fallen asleep, which apparently my sister had told me later she was super excited about because it helped keep the secret better and a better surprise when I fell asleep. But I woke up before we parked. So I saw the stuff, so I knew where we were going. Though it was so beautiful. Loved it. 10 out of 10, A+. Amazing. I cried. Let's see. But I downloaded them to my Kindle, which is what it's for. I don't keep ebooks on my computer. I know. That's going to be the problem. There are some people on Book Talk telling people to buy flash drives or buy terabytes to then download their books on so that they still have copies. Because like your phone's going to get full, computers are going to get full. So if a book gets banned in your state and you didn't have it physically downloaded, it would just disappear from your library. I didn't even think about that, but that makes so much sense. Yep. Which is really dumb because it's like, I bought the book, it's mine. I'm not paying to rent it. It's ridiculous. Ebooks should be downloaded to the Kindle. Isn't that the point of getting an ebook? Yeah, but Amazon still has access to your Kindle and they can delete things from your Kindle. Like, remotely. That's how you can have a book and then the author updates the cover or updates something inside, and when you reconnect your Kindle to like a Wi-Fi or something and it updates, your book cover on the book you originally bought, which was with the old cover, refreshes to the new cover and the new inside content. You've lost that original one. So they can also just take the book just as much as they have the power to update your book. At least from what I understand of what's happening. Kindle has always been a less useful. Kindle has always been a less useful Android, though, so makes sense they would make it even less useful. Yeah. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah. We'll just make out our own ebook server. Well, Kobo hasn't changed their rules. Like, I have the most recent Kobo, the Kobo Color, because I wanted to read manga. And you can upload and download from it with a USB cord, and they don't, that I'm aware of, nothing is changing from them. So, but also Kobo is a Canadian company, so I'm probably fine. And I tend to buy from Kobo first before I ever buy from Amazon. And also Bookshop now, you can buy ebooks from bookshop.com. No, bookshop.org. Excuse me. But it's only on your phone. I guess if I lose, or I guess you could put it on a tablet too then. As long as you have the ability to have the app. Or, yeah, that. I guess if I lose it, then I lose it. I'm not putting ebooks on my computer or a flash drive. Yeah, me either. The few things I do have, that are Kindle books. What happens, happens. I hate Barnes & Noble, so that's not helpful. No, not Barnes & Noble. Kobo. So, yeah, let me... Right. This is the link to Kobo. They're a Canadian company, and they specialize in audiobooks and ebooks. You can't buy physical books from them, but they have audiobooks and ebooks, and they have something like Kindle Unlimited, but it works for both ebooks and audiobooks, and they pay authors more. Raise his hand. I have a 16 terabyte server space. I'll store things for anyone who needs space. But Kobo is by Barnes. Nope, Barnes & Noble is separate. Kobo is a Canadian-run company. Kobo does have some parts of Kobo or have partnerships with Walmart under the what is the parent company? Oh, it starts with a K. I can't remember what it's called. Ugh. It starts with a K, but they have some partnerships with Walmart, but they're their own company, their own thing. And then Barnes & Noble is its own thing. Yeah, it's not a K, it's an R. There you go. Kobo looks like it's hosted by, that is like the parent company. The Kobo and the people who run Kobo are Canadian. So, like, actually, if you're a self-published author that's Canadian, they offer some like exclusive stuff to you. So I'll stick to Kindle. I really like ebooks and yeah, that makes sense. And I'm not saying you have to. It's another option, and Kobo is really like the biggest a competitor right now to Kindle or to Amazon, because Barnes & Noble does not have anything that's like KU. And then Bookshop just started offering ebooks. So Kobo has really been the only company that has been able to successfully compete with Amazon, minus the physical books. And they've said multiple times they don't plan to sell physical books because they want to focus on their audiobooks and ebooks and being the best space that they can be for readers and authors in audio and ebook space. And I appreciate that honesty from like the company. So I don't know. I also know that they do pay their authors better per book from just the site and also from Kobo Plus. So there's just something about physical. Yeah, I don't read physical books as much anymore. I still mostly consume audio. I'm trying to learn to read more digital books that are not fan fiction. I know. I'm very much of a routine type of person who does not change. And that's fair. It's just that people want options. But I like reading in the dark without holding a flashlight in my mouth. I got in trouble for wasting batteries doing something like that as a kid. Because flashlights were meant for when we lost power, being that we lived out in the middle of nowhere, and sometimes it took a while for the electric company to come give us back power. I read that as flashlight, so you're fine. My dyslexia auto-corrected you, so you're fine. I would have never known if you hadn't said this. I was like, what do you mean? I went back and looked at it, and I'm like, oh, okay. Yeah, Bungle, I'd much rather just buy a physical book or get it physically from the library. I used to hardcore be this kind of person. When I worked at the library when Kindle was first coming out, I was a huge ebook denier because I had heard the stories of people saying that ebooks were going to be the death of physical books in the library. And I was like, no. And I still like physical books. I've pretty much taken up one whole bookshelf. My husband still has a little bit of books at the bottom. But I still have a whole bookshelf of books that I've really enjoyed that I want copies of just in case I would to want to reread it physically or for decoration because they're beautiful. So it's my trophy books. Someone had said that online once, and I'm like, yes, that's exactly what it is. My physical books are my trophies. I loathe audiobooks more than ebooks. Oh, why? I like audiobooks. It is easier for me to pay attention when I'm listening to an audiobook. Like when I'm driving or doing certain things. Sometimes not. So sometimes I need to not listen to audiobooks to do stuff like at work. Even though I broke that rule this weekend. But a lot of the times, like when I'm driving, if I'm listening to an audiobook, I focus on the road better. So I don't find myself like zoning out while I'm driving and having to like refocus. I had a nightlight as a kid because I was afraid of the dark. Yes. So it was very easy for me to read in the dark. Oh, you must have had a really bright nightlight. That or just the nightlights I did see were bad. Because we did not have nightlights. I miss having all the glowy star stickers on my ceiling from when I was a kid. You could put them on now. It's your room. That's the benefit of you and Blunder not sleeping in the same room. You could have nightlights in your room. It's your room. You can't say anything. I want to read books, not listen to them. I won't retain what's happening in the book. Well, okay, that's fair. I need to read the words hence reading. I can enjoy the story. I have realized the downside of me the downside of me listening to audiobook is that I don't have a way of studying the structure of the book on page because I'm not looking at it. But I can enjoy and immerse myself in the story much better listening. So I have had to like reread things, whether it's ebook or physically, because I want to know how the author did something. And I can't do that on an audiobook. So I will say that is definitely a downside to audiobooks. But I enjoy being able to immerse myself in the story. I will say that. That is something I do like. And there are just some fucking talented narrators. Like, perks to those actors. Those artists, they're artists. Beautiful. Love it. One of the things I'd really love is an AI text to audio reader that can read my own writing back to me to help me catch mistakes I make. I mean, they're there. There's stuff out there. I know Word has something like that. Not that I've used it. And then Natural Reader is something I used in college that my disability counselor gave to me. It's a much more complicated program now. When it first came out and I started using it, it was super simple. I've looked it up now, and it's there's much more to it now. But it will read you back your work. So it could be that I've just gotten really bad narrators, and yeah, that is the case. I have had a couple books where like the narrator wasn't horrible, but it like I envisioned something different, or I feel like it could have been different. And then I have been lucky to not have a horrible narrator, but I have heard that from other people who also enjoy audiobooks, where the narration is so bad that they could not leave the audiobook and they had to read the book physically. So that does happen. That's why sometimes in my reviews on Storygraph, if I really, really, really love the narrator, I'll mention it in my review so that people can know that the narrator is good. Because I still think we don't have a culture that that still accepts audiobooks all that much. There's still a lot of people that look down on audiobooks. And I think that that shows when it comes to like review spaces, because people don't talk about the narrators, and I think that's important. So no AI anything. LOL. Yeah. No, it's just like the read to yourself function. That was something that helped me in college for sure. But I swear, if I read my own stuff back to myself, then I autocorrect my own writing. Yep, in my head. Lots of people do that. I am very bad at doing that. Yeah, there you go, Laura. I've used Natural Reader. Wow, I can't spell. Yes, I used this when it first came out, or like very close to when it first came out. My disability counselor recommended it to me to help me with my papers if I couldn't go to the tutoring center. And also, I didn't always like going to the tutoring center. They weren't always helpful for me. So he had given me this to help me, and it was helpful. But the last time I looked at it, I will say it seemed complicated, and I just didn't want to take the time to figure it out. It might not be. I just may not have the patience to go through it. But now some of the voices are like behind paywalls. I did also see that too. When it first came out and they first started adding voices, I loved experimenting with the different voices. It's how I learned that I like the British voice. It's nice. Let's see. I just don't want to use an online one that saves anything I paste to it. I don't think it does. But like I said, I don't remember. I haven't looked at it in a while. I probably should. That's probably what I should do. My next edit of book 1 should probably be having something read to me. I should definitely do that. But yeah, apparently there is a way to do it in Word also. So like if you're writing in Word, there should be a way to have the book read to you. Because I've heard of people doing it. I just haven't found where in Word it will do that for you. There was this one audiobook by a fellow author, Caitlin Duncan, called Her Buried Lives, and whoever the narrator she used was amazing. I was so pulled into the audiobook. Yeah, so a lot of it does depend on the narrator. That's why, like, if you hear the few authors that are like traditional authors that are open about the publishing process, some of them have talked about how they get samples of their audiobooks. Like a couple lines or first couple lines, because they're pretty much interviewing narrators. They get an input, and then like the publishing house gets a final say. But there is a process of like, oh, I like this person. This is what I think my person sounds like, or they have the right vibe or the right feeling behind them. So I've never used the read to yourself function. I haven't either. I've just heard other author tubers talk about it. So but I have found where you can dictate in Word, which I debate about using all the time, especially right now as my finger is still bad. It's too much like an audiobook to me if I do that. Well, it's kind of the point where like Nia's done this too with Apple. I think she said before, where the idea is for it not to sound beautiful so that you can catch your mistakes. Especially because super basic read back functions won't understand complicated stuff. So if it catches on something, it's either because it's too complicated for it or it's a mistake. Yeah, no, I just read it the old-fashioned way. I mean, that's good that it works for you, though. Like, that is stuff that I'm jealous about because I feel like it makes the process so much simpler. All right, we've been talking a lot. Let's do another sport. I also need to go get a tissue. So let's do 25 minutes. And 1, 2, 3, go. All right. All done with that. How'd everybody do? I focused much better this time. I'm still mindlessly getting distracted for like no reason. I have no focus point on whatever I'm distracting by this. My brain doesn't want to function right now. But I did write some more sentences, which is what matters. And they're still going in the right direction I want to. I'm just struggling to put them down on the page. So that's still better than nothing. And I'm not just writing garbage. I don't subscribe to that. I don't subscribe to the like, oh, just put down words no matter what so that you can like when people are trying to get into a routine of like writing every day and stuff like that. But no, I don't do that. That's bad. It's a weird dilemma of like, I want to write this and I am excited to write it. I just can't stay focused enough to write it. I almost feel like, probably to JC's distress, I almost feel like I need shorter sprints so that I can like short focus and then breathe and then write and then breathe. Because I feel like that's what I'm doing anyways. I'm struggling. This are the reasons why I'm starting to think that I have some kind of actual thing wrong. Because this is not the first time that this has happened. This is usually why I used to do like 15 and 10-minute sprints when I first started doing sprints because it was very hard for me to concentrate. And I've gotten better. It's just apparently today it's really, really bad. Or like I'm writing for like 2 minutes of this 25-minute sprint. And then I'm doing anything else and then going back and writing for like 2 minutes and then stopping. The brain struggle is real. Okay. I think I'm going to set a T. I think what I'm going to do is we'll do another 25-minute sprint. I'm going to get up, get tea, move around, and hopefully be back by the time it gets to like the bottom and try to write for the remainder of whatever that time is. That might be better. This is the struggle of like, I want to write and I just can't. My brain is just not having its day. Okay. Yeah. Oh. I feel like I haven't had something like this happen in a while, where I just can't focus on anything. Maybe just read something for the rest of the evening. But I want to write is the issue. Because, like, I'm about to write their, like, date, and I do want to do that. I was thinking about it this weekend. See, this is where I've been watching those TikToks about ADHD and autism. And I'm like, this doesn't make sense to me. And now I'm having a day like this, which I haven't had in a while, or like a day where I can't make myself focus. I have days where I can't focus and I just make myself focus at some point, where I'm like, you know what? Maybe I do. Maybe these are the signs that I just ignored for so long and came up with all the other excuses. It could just not be a good day for writing. I thought about that too in this last sprint. I'm like, maybe I should stop and try to make the thumbnail for this month's video, because the video is already up. Ko-fi members have access to it. There's just not a thumbnail. But then I'm like, no, I want to write. We're gonna try this. Well, we're gonna do sprint. I'm going to get some more tea, maybe get another snack, because eating does help. It gives me something else to do while I'm doing the thing I need to do or want to do. Which is partially why I gained so much weight in high school. Makes so much sense. Okay, focus again. When I get up, get something to drink. Maybe get a snack. Maybe just walk around for a bit. And then I'll come back and sit down and try to do the second half of the sprint and see how much I can focus for at least that long. Because again, I don't exactly know how long that is for the sprint. That is the downside of this timer, is that it doesn't give you numbers. I wish there was an option to turn on numbers, because that would be great. But I can also see where that would help people with like anxiety. Like the numbers could be stressful. Okay, we should look. Yeah, that might be great. Yeah, we'll do that. See if I can write more. See if I can get to the date. I'm still in like preamble stuff, like before date. I need her to get ready for the date. Yeah, let's do that. I'm gonna do that. Second. Okay. Because there's still another hour of stream, and I would like to write. Well, I did start stream late, so I guess technically there's probably, what time is it? So if we end at the time I normally end at, which is at 11, we have 30 more minutes this week. You know what? That's what we'll do. We'll do this and see if I can write at the midpoint mark. If that works, we'll do another midpoint so that we stream for our normal 3 hours. If not, by the end of this sprint, it will be almost 11, so we'll just end at normal time. I'm going to do the 25 minutes sprint still. So we'll keep it at 25. And then I will try to come back at this point around here somewhere and sprint for the remainder of that time. And see where I get. If that's successful, we'll do it one more time and we'll end on 3 hours, the 3-hour stream like normal. If not, then we'll just end after this last sprint and we'll end at 11 p.m. like normal. So that's what I've decided. We're going to do that. Okay. 25 minutes sprint. And 1, 2, 3. All right. Excuse me. All right. All done. I did better, but oops. But not enough for me to feel like I could do that again. It is going to be 11. So I think we're just gonna end stream. I'm gonna give up and stop fighting with my body. And just stop for the rest of the day. Maybe I'll try to make a thumbnail later if I decide that I can do something. I think I'm gonna go sit on my couch and disassociate for a bit, possibly. So, because I'm definitely not hungry, because I usually eat after stream, and then a little bit after that I go to bed. I'm definitely not hungry. I have now snacked too much to try and help me focus, but I am not hungry. So I think I just need to like passively not think about anything, or as close as I can to that. Yes, that's for you, buddy. That's my life story. I'm so sorry that writing wasn't working for you today. It's okay. It hasn't happened in a long time, but it's okay. It's fine. And let's see. I'm not. I'm just more annoyed with myself, which, I mean, is like my subtext of my life. Annoyed that I can't do something because my body hates me. So, yeah, now, specifically, my brain hates me. Let's see. Your brain might just need to work through some things. Possibly. I don't know. I don't know anymore. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I mean, I'll just play an old movie on the TV so I don't have to pay attention. Necessarily. Or, yeah, if that makes sense. I've been there, friend. Have some grace. Yeah. I think it's been a while that I've felt this out of control. It literally took me 2 hours to eat breakfast. I had everything out and I kept talking to my husband and getting distracted. And it wasn't until he left to go get dressed that I was like, oh yeah, I was in the middle of making myself food. So today's just been bad. I blame work. I'm going to blame work. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to blame the job that I don't like. That's what you do. Wait, aren't we streaming? Yes. Did I? I don't remember if I sent you a link. I will do it again or do it for the first time. You know what? Let me, so I don't forget the moment I turn this off, let me open my email and start an email, and then when I actually let me close the game so that I'm not pulling resources from it, and I can open up Firefox. Let me do it as I'm talking to you right now because it's on the Discord. Because I didn't want Sam to beat me up for sending that late. So I know I sent it on the Discord. So, excuse me. Oh my God. So we take it from there and send it to you. Also, let me stop sharing my screen just in case. Okay. Stop sharing that just in case. You said it were, yeah, Discord, which I do not. Yeah, and I know you don't have. I just can't remember if I sent it to you in an email. But I know it's on the Discord, so instead of sending it to you after stream so that I can go back on the StreamYard dashboard to get the link, I can get it. I know I can get it just from Discord. So I can send it to you right now. Let's see. Just opened the wrong thing. Grr. So I feel like I can see myself forgetting to send it to you, like literally the moment that I get. I feel like that is the vibe of the day. So do it right now before we get. Hello. Oh, wait, I'm frozen. Everything good? Everything hates me? I'm good. Fine. Okay. All right, I'm gonna send it now. I realized everything freaked out. Also, hello, Nephritis. We're gonna end stream in a bit. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that you came at the end. But I will be streaming Friday at. Oh, that's not the right Discord. This one. Friday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time with a bunch of friends for an event. Let's see. This one. There you go. Copy message link. Okay. Oops. That's not right. You lied. That's not the right link. Let's shoot the right thing. There you go. That looks better. I didn't say that to hold you up. I just was making sure. No, I'm serious. I could end stream right now with the intention of like getting up, walking around, coming back to sit down to send it to you, and today is going in the direction of I may forget to send it the moment you're not here to tell me about it. I promise you. So I'm doing this now. Because I may forget it This is the theme of the day, and I don't want to do that to you. Okay, I sent it to you. Everything should be fine now. Yeah. I feel like it's also makes sense because I had to be in charge Sunday because we had no charge nurse, and I was a mess when I left work. I left work like 2 hours late, so I could still be fried from that, honestly. I don't know. All right, I sent it. Got it? Yay! Yay! Okay, I'm gonna end stream and disassociate for a bit. So I will see you guys Friday. Again, we won't be at the normal time. I'm gonna try and remember to post ads in the community tab, but no promises. Today is today, and then I'm celebrating my birthday for the next 2 days. So we'll see what happens Thursday. Thursday will be my only day I can do that. But Friday at 10 p.m. Eastern time, which is 8 p.m. my time, I believe, we'll be streaming with friends for the Storyteller Hearth Relay. We'll have Laura and JC and Sam and Esther. So it'll be really fun. We will try to be pretty safe for work-ish because we're doing an event. But unlike the last event, this event's more chill. So I'm sure nobody will actually give a shit if we're not. Especially if people who do know me know what I write and that I'm not always a save for work channel. So, yes, that is it. Thank you so much for watching. I greatly appreciate it, especially because today was as sporadic. But yeah, that is it. Thank you so much. I love that you think you won't get cancer. I didn't say that. I said try. All of us in my place. You know, it's fine. Sam will be there, and if we go too far, she can use her admin powers to put us in line. But I feel like she wouldn't care, especially because we're the last stream for the night, and we're a late in the night stream. So I'm sure I'll be fine. I just like to be courteous of the general community. I have learned a lot of people don't like it. Sam would fit right in. Oh yeah, she would. I've streamed with her a couple times now. She's great. I love Sam. But I do feel like a lot of community. You haven't watched Sam stream. I have not, but I've heard plenty. I definitely heard plenty. I've streamed on her channel during Storyteller's Hearth, and I've had her stream with me. So we're good. I just know the general wider community. I'm sure a lot of us are all secretly snowy lovers, but a lot of people hold on to an image, and I do not fit that image a lot, especially with the opening with writing on the dogs. So I like to be pretty stuff. I can disclaimer. So yeah. You started up the music on me. You're playing. Yes. I am. Okay. So I cannot be here. Alright. I will see you guys Friday. Good night. Bye.